working since the 90s, and you worked at a time when I've heard actors say things like you didn't even have a bound script. And now there's like everything is in place. So do you prefer this time, or do you miss the warmth and the informality of that time?
Well, you know, there's good and bad with everything. In those days, yes, I do miss that bonding, that warmth. I feel everyone's a lot more self-absorbed these days, in the sense that it's a little narcissistic in nature, because everyone's always taking selfies and what to put on Instagram and on Facebook, and you know, it's that kind of a family thing that would happen with a unit. You know, that human to human bonding is a little missing. Over here, the shot gets over. Nowadays, everyone escapes into their van. You know, in the van, they have their TVs, they have their iPads. You're constantly, you know, engrossed in something on yourself. So earlier days, we had nothing. You know, we just had like, you know, chairs, and everyone would just sit anywhere. There was a generator van which would be there. We would even be changing in the generator vans. We had no vanity vans. Yeah. So we just put our chairs and sit around, and, you know, kind of, we all knew what was happening in everyone's lives. You know, so it was that kind of bonding.
Can you tell me about like a really quirky or crazy incident that happened on a 90s set? Something that's just outrageous that you can remember?
Outrageous used to be a lot of things. We used to end up playing pranks with each other and everything, and we used to have a lot of fun. There were crazy things, like Amar and me were shooting for Andaz Apna Apna, and he had brought this cup which was tied with a thread, and pretending that he's having tea, and suddenly I was sitting next to him and he pretended it's all falling all over me, and then we took revenge by running an entire empty camera. That time we had those magazine cameras, so he thought the noise was whirring and it's running, and made him do a very difficult step, Sarojji and me, and actually everyone else had packed up, so that step was not even there, but we just wanted to take revenge. So yeah, these kind of, that was the bonhomie around, you know, in those days.
But there has been this incredible change in the roles for women. I mean, you're no longer the pious, innocent woman or the vamp. You know, there's a middle path. You can be human. You can be like just anyone else. Do you think that there's actually been a change in quality roles, or at least there are more than there used to be?
Oh yes, I think cinema has broadened its horizons. We have nowadays so many different kind of scripts being done, and I think there's work enough for everybody. So it's earlier probably that was not the case, but yes, late 90s, 2000s, I think slowly and steadily it all evolved, and it kind of changed for the better.
You know, I've heard many actresses in the 90s say things like when they were on set, they would meet two women, them, their mother, and the hairdresser.
Yeah.
That's it. Has that changed now? Was that intimidating that time to be surrounded by so many men?
No, not at all. I am the kind of person who will not get intimidated, honestly. But yes, now it has changed for the better. It has become better. We've got women in every field of our work today, and there's a more women workforce, and it's become a little more inclusive. So I think things are changing for the better, absolutely. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Raveena. Thank you. All the best. Thank you.